Welcome to Buffalo, New York, and UB Stadium, home of the Buffalo Bulls, where the fans know that no one circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bulls. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Buffalo Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Bulls will put total leather to crank us up. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Here comes the offense on first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
He'll set up to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Garrison. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He's looking to throw it. Lofts one high indeed. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They scored the touchdown. That was big time.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. Fielded in the end zone. It's Leon. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Offense getting set for first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
The #1 goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain.
Well, that's why this guy's one of the best receivers in the country. Even when he's double covered, he's open. He's able to make the catch and get the first down.
Comes out throwing on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry on the field between the Big 12 and the SEC.
Yeah, and conference realignments played a big factor, too, between these two conferences. Think back to when Texas A&M and Missouri joined the SEC. So this is always a fun one to watch, David. Wide open offense from the Big 12, and then you get the physicality and the speed from the SEC.
I think you nailed it right there. Two totally different worlds. They live in different worlds all the time. One is pitchy flashy woo-woo, throw it around all over the yard. The other one, physicality. Which style can present itself today and win the ballgame?
That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. They want to just keep throwing it. Ball in the air, intercepted! And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, how about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. They get him down after he makes the catch.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming, defense trying to rise up. The inside handoff. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it from the gun. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, LSU!
And after starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Buffalo offense headed back to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the 1st quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's caught downfield. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Bulls will have it 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Finds his man down the middle. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Quarterback will audible. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. The Bulls get enough for the 1st down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. Sixth play of the drive coming up. They'll leave it with him. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. And the Bulls in the hurry up. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Bulls! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. Well, this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing hard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Keep it on the ground. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC Championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up, and you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality in the ground game. 1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Finds his tight end. Ball down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
He's showing you his skills on that last throw. This guy's got arm talent and accuracy, man, and some of it's not coachable. And I think back to Jamarcus Russell and Joe Burrow, 2 former Tiger quarterbacks that were the 1st overall pick in the NFL draft. They had some of that, too. They just had a feel for the position that you simply couldn't coach at the college level. This guy, man, he's got some serious tools, and he really helps make this offense dangerous.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Makes the grab. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down. LSU quick to the line. This is a designed run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. On the move. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
That makes the score LSU 21, Buffalo 7.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Kick it away.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Will take over. First and 10.
Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah,
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
A loss of 11.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Fires downfield. He's open on the right. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TF out.
The Bulls will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Here's the fair catch, but there is a flag on the field. We might have to do this one again. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Across the 25, he's got room. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. They move the chains on the ground. Now another first down. They're getting this guy lathered up.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
LSU right back to the line. Third down play from the gun. He's got his man. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. He breaks a tackle. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Now on the move. And they'll knock him down. 6 plays brought them here. Now number 7 on 3rd and goal. The run from the shotgun. And they're able to get him on the ground.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now got 4th down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal. You try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line gets set. First down. Here's the snap. Itching to fire downfield. Wiggles free. Looking deep down the right side. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Great job by the QB just avoiding a negative play. I know you don't come away with a big completion, but he should have got sacked. I don't know how he was able to get out of that. Great individual effort by him.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll take another shot here. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Mendez. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
Will take over 1st and 10.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Mendez. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And they got him for the sack. How about that Bayou Bengal defensive front showing some dominance? Booger McFarland, Marcus Spears-like in their pressure.
And that defensive line getting to the quarterback, and they got so many guys that we could name like.
Can anyone catch him? And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
Going up top on 1st down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
It leads to 2nd down.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets with the first down. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Fires to the wideout. He caught it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. And here they come, almost all the way back. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Coming out with it, it's Gadecki. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Unloads it downfield. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger, and that is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud. So like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
For an offense, to make the wide receiver reverse work, you've got to have a lot of guys doing a good sell job. Running backs have to behave as if they're actually going to keep the football, and everybody else on offense has to be yelling out, run! You try to make the defense over-pursue, but no offense.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. They got to him in a heartbeat. Man, was he back there quickly.
And you could see the linebackers up near the line of scrimmage. Which one's coming? He comes flying through with great speed. The offense had no clue how to get him blocked, and he gets the big sack.
They're trying to get to it. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
On third and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the fourth down.
And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Bulls decide to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
On the move, it's Gadecki. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt.
Offense will take over 1st and 10.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Off play action. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, LSU 21, Buffalo 14.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. He's looking downfield to throw. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more...
Oh, what a grab by the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Defensively, it's like, which one of these guys are the most dangerous? Goodness gracious, you got so many guys that spread you out with speed and wide receivers that you think about taking away the passing game. And then what do? They put him in motion. And he goes across the formation really quickly. They give him the football, and he just...
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Touchdown, LSU. Number 6, Hall in the end zone.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kentucky is currently up big at this moment in what's shaping up to be a lopsided affair. They're up by 32 over the Pandas. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the air on 1st down. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he's looking downfield. He'll pull it down, and the ball squirted out. And the defense has it. Everybody reverse skate.
And listen, QB job number one, take care of the football. We got to understand when to give up on plays. We got to understand when we feel people around us and take care of the football. You can't put the ball on the turf continuously. This guy's done it several weeks in a row now, so got to take care of that football.
Got a man. It's Edelman. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. LSU quick to the line. On second down, wants to throw. He looks that one in nicely. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. No huddle offense to the line.
And first down for the offense.
Leaves it with the running back. And he's brought down after a nice gain. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Third and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. From the gun, wants to pass. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers! They thought maybe they could contain him. They thought wrong.
They did, and don't call him a quarterback anymore. Just call these guys skill players. I mean, so fast, you could tell the angles just get chewed up. You think you got a chance to catch him. Tell you what, put that in your back pocket. Understand, that guy can fly. I better make sure I take the proper angles when I'm chasing him.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
LSU 35, Buffalo 14.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Leon. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts...
Makes the grab on the right. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before it's finally stopped. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like lost one deep down the right side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He caught it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. The Bulls want to pick up the tempo.
First and goal, Buffalo.
Looking to throw it again. Makes the catch. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Keeps it going. Had nowhere to go with that one, had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Trying play action. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His 1st interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and 10 from inside the 40? They want that clock to run. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. On the run, it's Edelman. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Running back searching for a hole. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. LSU right back to the line.
3rd down coming.
They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Gets it out fast. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
1st and goal, LSU.
He's looking to pass. Got his man quickly. Touchdown LSU! And the beatdown has ensued.
Number 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
That makes the score LSU 42, Buffalo 14.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Leon. There's no possible explanation for bringing that one out of the end zone, and they've got horrible field position at the 5. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab down the left side.
And
Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room.
And the ball's out, and they're after it. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.